What if the moon suddenly disappeared? Part 1. Look up at the night sky. Now imagine something impossible. The moon simply disappears. No explosion, no warning, no eclipse. 1 second it's there, the next, nothing. At first, most people wouldn't panic. Many wouldn't even notice until nightfall. But Earth's future would already be changing. The moon isn't just a beautiful object in the sky. It's Earth's closest companion. It controls the tides, stabilizes our planet's rotation, and has shaped life on Earth for billions of years. The very first thing to change would be the oceans. Within hours, high tides would shrink dramatically. The powerful tides created by the moon would almost disappear. Only the sun's gravity would remain, creating tides about 70% weaker than normal. Coastal ecosystems would immediately begin collapsing. Thousands of marine animals depend on strong tides to survive. Many would die within days. But that's only the beginning. Without the moon's gravity, Earth begins to wobble. Right now, our planet's axis is surprisingly stable. The moon acts like a giant anchor, keeping Earth tilted at about 23.5 degrees. Without it, that stability disappears. Not instantly, but inevitably. Over thousands to millions of years, Earth's tilt could change dramatically. It might become 10 degrees, or 60 degrees. Some scientists even believe it could reach more than 80 degrees. Imagine the North Pole facing directly toward the sun. Then, thousands of years later, facing away from it, entire continents would experience climate changes beyond anything humans have ever seen. Some regions would become frozen deserts. Others, scorching wastelands. The seasons we know today would never be the same again. Then there's the night itself. Without the moon, every night becomes much darker. Moonlight provides nearly 400,000 times more light than the brightest stars. Without it, many nocturnal animals lose their primary source of light. Predators would struggle to hunt. Prey would struggle to navigate. Entire ecosystems would begin changing almost immediately. But something even stranger happens. The length of Earth's day begins to change. Right now, the moon slowly slows Earth's rotation through tidal friction. Without it, that braking effect disappears. Earth would continue spinning slightly faster than it otherwise would. The difference wouldn't be noticeable tomorrow, or next year, but over millions of years. Days would become shorter than they would have been, and humanity would lose one of the greatest natural stabilizers our planet has ever had. But after only 1 week, the oceans, the weather, and even the animals would begin behaving in ways no human has ever witnessed. Part 2. After 1 week, the effects become impossible to ignore. Coastal regions around the world begin changing. Beaches that once disappeared beneath powerful tides now barely move. Many tidal wetlands begin drying out. Crabs, shellfish, sea birds, and thousands of marine species suddenly lose the environment they depend on. Entire food chains begin collapsing. But the oceans aren't the only thing changing. Without the moon, the Earth's rotation becomes slightly less stable. Tiny changes in our planet's spin begin affecting global weather. Storm patterns slowly shift. Ocean currents begin changing. Some regions receive far more rain than before. Others enter years of drought. Scientists believe Earth's climate would become increasingly unpredictable. Then, the nights. Without moonlight, the sky becomes incredibly dark. Only the stars, the Milky Way, and occasional planets remain visible. For astronomers, it's paradise. For wildlife, it's chaos. Sea turtles that use moonlight to find the ocean lose their way. Many insects fail to navigate. Bird migration patterns begin changing. Even predators that hunt under bright moonlight suddenly struggle to survive. Then comes one of the biggest surprises. Solar eclipses disappear forever. Without the moon, humanity would never witness another total solar eclipse. One of nature's most spectacular events would simply cease to exist. After 1 month, the oceans continue adapting. The atmosphere slowly responds to changing ocean circulation. Global weather becomes even harder to predict. Some coastlines begin eroding differently. Others remain strangely calm. Scientists around the world race to understand a planet that no longer behaves like Earth. But the greatest changes take much longer. After 1 year, human civilization is still alive. But the planet is no longer the same world our ancestors knew. Part 3. 1 year after the moon disappeared, Earth would still be habitable. People would still go to work. Cities would still exist. Life wouldn't end. But our planet would already be changing in ways that future generations could never reverse. The greatest danger isn't immediate destruction. It's instability. Over thousands, and eventually millions of years, Earth's axis could begin shifting dramatically. Imagine winter lasting for decades. Or deserts suddenly becoming frozen wastelands. Entire ecosystems would disappear. New ones would emerge. The map of life on Earth would slowly be rewritten. Without the moon, many species that evolved around lunar cycles would struggle to survive. Coral spawning, fish reproduction, sea turtle nesting, countless biological clocks would fall out of sync. Human technology could replace some functions. But nature cannot simply reset billions of years of evolution. Ironically, the moon's disappearance wouldn't create the biggest disaster overnight. It would create something even more dangerous. A slow disaster, one that lasts for millions of years. The moon has protected and stabilized Earth since almost the beginning of our planet's history. Without it, Earth wouldn't instantly become uninhabitable, but it would gradually become a far less stable home for life. The next time you look up and see the moon lighting the night sky, remember, it's far more than a beautiful object. It's one of the main reasons Earth became the only known world capable of supporting complex life. If the moon disappeared tomorrow, humanity would survive, but the Earth we know today would slowly disappear with it.